And as people make their way to Washington, D.C. tonight for the funeral, that includes former Denver Mayor Wellington Webb and his wife, former State Representative Wilma Webb.
9 News reporter Janelle Finch joins us now after catching up with the Webbs before their flight.
Former Denver Mayor Wellington Webb says he supported Jimmy Carter by leading several of his campaigns and even opening his home to his family. His final commitment to the president will be standing beside him tomorrow as the world reflects on Carter's life. No one earns a position of power without people.
I think that's very important.
Former Denver Mayor Wellington Webb knows this is true in more ways than one.
President Carter was special to me because when I first met him, I was a young 30-year-old state representative. He gave me the opportunity to work on his behalf in his campaign.
Webb led 2 state campaigns for Jimmy Carter and Walter Mondale in 1976 and 1980. His earliest show of support dates back to 1974, when he says he made the first campaign contribution from Colorado.
A whole $25.
A small gesture to be great.
Because I always had a hunch, and Wilma agreed that we think this farmer, this cadet from Annapolis, that's a Navy guy, can be elected president of the United States. And he took his degree of sincerity and humility to the White House, and it was after Nixon had resigned, so he was the right man at the right time.
I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear.
Webb knew more than 50 years ago President Carter would follow through on his dedication to human rights and education, but he couldn't have guessed Carter's legacy would span a century of life.
What's going through my mind is that he outlived most of the people that worked for him because he continued working. I mean, he never stopped working. You don't have to be a big shot in order to help people. He spent his whole life doing that. You know, he's building houses in his 90s.
Webb says he's honored to have a place in history by Carter's side.
For them to not forget, I think, is a sense of also what the Carters are about. They don't forget people who were with them.
Webb says during the funeral, he and his wife will be wearing special Carter peanut pins that were given to them by the administration. Janelle Finch, 9 News.